All right, guys, so we're almost done. All right, so we have already, I'm going to just do a little recap of our prior videos because obviously we want to make sure that you didn't miss anything. So we've hired the right realtor, we've priced the house right, we've staged it, we've taken professional photos, and now comes and you've done some fixing around the house, you know, just to make it look better. The other thing I wanted to mention too, before I forget, is if you have old appliances, again, most buyers invest that you will get a little return on because it's going to sell your home faster if the buyer again comes in and sees, you know, that you have nice new appliances versus some old appliances that really look shabby. And then what's going to happen is that they're going to be like, oh, again, now we have to replace the appliances, we have to do this, we have to do that. If you have a washer and dryer, make sure, you know, that everything's nice and clean. The closets, I forgot to mention the closets. The closets, make sure that you declutter the closets. Again, you want to make sure if you can, you know, if you have a space somewhere that you can maybe put a lot of that stuff in, try to like make a little room, because people do go in your closets because they want to see the closet space and they want to make sure that they can see how much closet space they have. So those are little tips. Again, all those tips are in my book, very, very, very detailed. So if you are thinking about selling, again, you know, you can get a copy of this book for free. So that way you can go ahead and make sure that you stage your home properly, and do the little things that need to be done, so that you can sell your home fast. So besides that, we are now, so now we've taken the professional photos, everything's good, the house is staged. Now comes possible open houses. Now for open houses, again, your realtor is going to make suggestions. Please don't take the realtor's suggestions personal. This is not personal. This is business. We're trying to sell your home fast. So don't get offended if the realtor tells you, you know, you need to do this, 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 and this in order to sell your home fast. We are the professionals. We know, we see it all. We go to different houses. We see the buyers had say, oh my God, this, or oh my God, that, or look at that, or look at this. So we've been through this experience already with multiple buyers, and we want to make sure that we sell your home fast. So we already know, don't take offense to anything that the realtor tells you to do, because it's really not personal. We're not attacking your personal taste. We're not attacking your personal view of things. We're just giving you recommendations based on our professional experience. So that is a tip that you really need to take. And so now we've already gone into the marketing aspect of your home, and obviously open houses. Now, open houses, I know that the sellers usually think that open houses is where we're gonna find that buyer. We are gonna have an open house every weekend, and we're gonna sell this house fast because those open houses are gonna sell your home. Wrong. Open houses are for your realtor, not necessarily for you, the seller. And I believe in honesty, so I don't like to lie to my clients. Open houses are not necessary to sell your home, because open houses, the only people that you're going to get into your open houses 90% of the time are going to be your nosy neighbors wanting to see what your house looks like on the inside, not necessarily a potential buyer. Okay, most houses do not sell through an open house. There might be 1% that might get lucky, and a potential buyer or a buyer will actually put an offer on your property based on an open house. So don't think that having open houses every single weekend is going to sell your property. Really, it's just getting people through the door, if we can get some people through the door. And nowadays, because of all the technology, before open houses were successful because there was not all the professional pictures online. There was not Zillow and Realtor.com and all these other things. So if you wanted to see the house, you had to go to an open house to see the house, you know, if you were interested in buying. Now, all you have to do is pick up your cell phone and you can go and look at all the pictures of the house, and they're so detailed because there's professional photos that they don't even have to literally go to an open house. If they want a private showing, they're going to call the realtor and schedule a private showing. A lot of people like to go to the open houses. In rural areas, maybe an open house might work, but in the city or in, you know, like Miami, I mean, I've hosted a lot of open houses, unfortunately. And I mean, if you get one person walk through that door, again, you're very lucky if that happens. If you get one person walk through that door, if you get two, it is a hooray day. But most of the time, you really don't get much traffic through an open house, and really the realtor is just sitting there looking at the four walls, hoping that someone walks in. So don't think that that's really necessary. The realtors sometimes do it to see if they can possibly get even maybe one or two people walk in, and hopefully they're potential buyers, maybe not for your property, but maybe they can convince them to buy another property. So it's really more for the realtors than it is for selling your house. So don't worry if your realtor doesn't do an open house every weekend. You know, you might want to do once a month just to kind of get the word out in the neighborhood, but every weekend is really totally unnecessary. Again, because the technology now is so advanced that there is no need to go to an open house anymore. All the information is online, all the great pictures, you know, the square foot, I mean, everything's online. There is no need for people to go to open houses as they used to. If it's a rural area, like I said, you might get a few people in there because they have nothing to do on a Saturday or Sunday, and they figured, well, let's just go to open houses. But in a big city like Miami, Orlando, people don't go to open houses. So don't worry if your realtor does not recommend that you have an open house every weekend. And if you do have an open house, just make sure, again, that everything's decluttered, the same things that we mentioned in the prior tips. Make sure that, you know, everything is nice and clean. If you have pets, you have to take your pets with you. We don't recommend you leave your pets in the house. If you have any personal belongings like jewelry, watches, anything that's of value to you, put it away in a safe or take it with you. Because sometimes, you know, we don't follow the person around in every single room. I mean, you know, we have to kind of give them a little space and not make the buyer feel like, you know, we're watching every step they make. So just put your personal belongings away, and I'm sure that your realtor will recommend that. And that is my tip for that. And we will go ahead and finish up coming soon.